Hello, welcome to another episode of Sports Talk. I'm Mirza here with my brother Mustafa. What did you think about the NBA All-Star Game?
I thought it was pretty good, actually. I thought it was pretty good.
Competitive, right?
Yeah, they tried a lot harder. I like the new format, actually. I know a lot of people have been hating on the new format, but I actually like it.
Shout out to Victor Wembanyama because he's the only one that really pushed the pace. He tried. He was trying like that game was the NBA playoff game. That's what he tried like. He tried like he was about to win a championship in that game. That's what you need. That's what the fans want to see. Now, I understand. I'm sure all of you guys have probably heard Draymond Green. Hold on. That's what I'm getting to. Hold on. Don't cut me off. I'm sure you guys have all heard about Draymond Green and how he doesn't like the new format and he doesn't believe the rookies, the rising stars, should be able to play in the All-Star game against All-Stars. Honestly, I do agree with that a bit. I'm not going to lie. As much as I liked the intensity of this game, I do agree with Draymond Green. The fans paid to see the best of the best play. Now, had they gotten eliminated first, you would have paid tickets to see your favorite players play, and they would have been gone. And we know we're talking about the Legends team. Durant, Steph Curry, that's what people come to see. LeBron already wasn't playing. He already let everyone down. So, I agree with Draymond Green. Had they got eliminated, you just paid a lot of money to come see players that you couldn't get to see play as much as you would want to see them play.
I understand that point, but what you and Draymond Green don't understand, and Oscar Robertson also took it to Draymond Green. He said all you do is pass the ball to Steph Curry, something of that sort. First, Draymond Green is acting like he's on the caliber of like Durant and LeBron.
Yeah.
But other than that, I understand his point that he's saying rising stars. Those are not all-star players, but they're not named all-stars. There's no all-star beside their name. They're rising stars. And it clearly worked. It clearly worked because they tried harder. In the last 5-6 years, they never tried at all. There was no excitement to the game. They were thinking about cutting the game. So the format and the rising stars clearly worked.
Yeah, but I understand that. But I'm not saying it didn't completely work. I'm saying why not just play harder? If anyone's tuning into the NHL Four Nations right now, that cup that's going on, that tournament, those players are playing. They're fighting. They're full-out contact hockey. This is like playing for the Olympics or the NHL Stanley Cup. Why can they play for something that doesn't matter at all? Is it because they put the nation on the pride, on the line, the nation's pride on the line? Maybe that's what the NBA needs to do. Maybe it needs to be US versus Team Europe.
But they're not going to do that. Most of the players are not going to play.
But that's what I'm saying. What is the problem with the NBA?
Problem is,
you see PK Subban, what he said, in the NHL, people play for their brothers.
Yeah.
It's the hold on. It's the culture of the sport. The problem is, ever since the late great Kobe Bryant has retired, the culture of the sport has gone down, and you would be sad right now watching these players play because they don't try. That's ridiculous.
And
players like Kobe Bryant, Michael Jordan, they tried.
First of all, PK Subban's wrong.
How?
Because he's comparing the four nations, right? That's what representing a country. When these guys represent the country, they try. Does anyone remember NHL All-Star Game? They never used to go all out. There was no fighting. There was no hitting. It was just like the All-Star Game.
But that's what I'm saying. That maybe these guys need to turn it into a Four Nations Cup too. Well, whichever four nations they can gather together. US, maybe Europe, maybe, I don't know, like some Latin America.
Europe is a continent.
I know. And Latin America is also a continent. But the reason why I said Europe is there's not going to be one team with that many players in the NBA.
Of course.
One country. Which country is going to have enough players to make an NBA team?
All right, let me get to my other point. Hold on.
Exactly.
The format worked. It was good.
It wasn't good.
It was good because if they didn't do this format, they wouldn't have tried again. That's what Draymond Green's not understanding.
That's what I'm saying. Try.
But they didn't.
Try. What do you mean?
It's the players' fault. Draymond Green is also part of the fault. LeBron James, all of them are part of the fault because if they just tried, they wouldn't have to deal with this. So it's not the commissioner's fault. It's not anyone else's fault. They had to change it up because the players weren't trying. And if this is what it takes to make the players try, This is what you got to do. If next year they go back to East and West and they actually try, then you won't have to do this.
That's what I'm saying. Go back to East and West and try. You got to force people to try. You got to put something on the line, in my opinion. Something has to matter, and it can't just be a little bit of money because they're already rich. So it's got to be something that is actually going to force the players to play hard. But let's see what they do. I don't know what they can do, but they got to do something. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, they just got to try. They just have to try. But like you said, since Kobe Bryant, it's been a little downhill since the late great Kobe.
Kobe tried in the All-Star games.
That's because Kobe tried everything.
Yeah, like why? He was the best player. He tried. He was a star. Everyone came to see him. Why aren't these stars trying?
Yeah, I don't understand how they think they're gonna get injured. No, like Stephen A. and Shannon Sharp and them were talking about. No one's telling you to try like it's the NBA Finals or even a regular season game. Just try like you play in the summer, like they do go to the open gyms.
Exactly. And in the words of Kobe Bryant, a lot of these guys try harder at UCLA's summer game, pickup game that counts for nothing, where nobody's paying to come see you, than the All-Star game, where people are paying good hard money to come see you play.
And you're not going to get hurt. It's just like a regular season game. You can get hurt in a regular season game. You can get hurt during practice. You can get hurt anytime. If you just play like a regular season game, you don't need to dive for the ball, or you don't even need to block someone from behind if you can injure them or push them.
Or take a charge. Like, don't even do that much.
Yeah.
Just play a normal pickup game.
That was the best All-Star game when Kyle Lowry took a charge on in Toronto.
Exactly.
On I forgot who. That was the last competitive All-Star game.
Just play a hard pickup game. Like, you don't have to play like it's the finals or the playoffs or you're in anything. Like, just play a hard pickup game. It's not that hard. Play it like a regular season game. Like, that's all you need to do. I don't understand why they're not doing it. Clearly the viewership is down, and down for the right reason. All of the NBA has to change something, not just the All-Star game. The gameplay needs to change. There's too many foul calls. Everybody's just jacking up threes when it makes no sense, and that's not the exciting part that people want to come see. The referees are calling fouls for everything. For everything. Like, you can't even guard the person anymore. That's another problem with NBA, but that's a different topic. Let's just stick to the All-Star weekend or All-Star game for now.
Yeah, like you said, what can they do? What they can do is just run it back again next year, even if you want to change it back to East and West, but give them one more shot and see if they try. If they try, everything will work out. I honestly don't like the All-Star game of anything. Like how PK Subban comparing, it's not a fair comparison. You're comparing when people play for the country, they all try harder. He's not comparing, he should have brought up the last year's NHL All-Star game.
Yeah.
It got more competitive, it got like this competitive, but they also have multiple teams like this. It's just NHL, they also didn't try as hard. They let breakaways go, they let the goalies weren't going all out, the no fighting, no hitting. So I don't fully understand PK Subban. He's always trying to overhype hockey's culture. Listen, hockey's culture, you got no freedom in hockey. Okay? You can't express yourself in hockey. They gotta come in suits and ties. But
hockey has issues too,
but yeah.
But
and I'm a hockey fan.
Yeah.
It's definitely a tougher sport in my opinion.
No, it's everyone's opinion.
In its own right. Like every sport is tough in its own way. But you can't compare Four Nation to an All-Star game. If you put US versus the world, like how they're saying, the US versus the world, they might now if they don't try for that, then PK Subban has a valid point. Then you got to scrap the All-Star game.
Yeah.
Just take it right out. Because if you don't try for your country, you're not gonna try.
Yeah.
And that's
Yeah, I think that would be a good idea. Turn into like a US versus the world, and if you don't try for that, like you said, then you're never gonna try. That's it. That's what we think. Let us know what you guys think, what they can do for the All-Star game to make it better, or if they should just scrap it completely. And that's it. Just no more All-Star game whatsoever. Or if you like the way they played this time, you like this setup, let us know what you think. Thank you for listening.